Verse of the South Island's backcountry. With $100,000 at stake, the race has turned into a two-team Kiwi battle. The Europeans have been left far behind. Ellen Brady reports.
The trackless bush of Fiordland is rugged enough at the best of times. Today it's worse than usual. But these athletes are turning a four-day tramp into a single day and night race. It's an all-New Zealand finish, a team of professional coast-to-coasters from Christchurch and rafting mountain guides from Queenstown. The lead in the week-long traverse has seesawed between these two teams. The 5 Queenstowners started today with a 58-minute lead, but in these conditions that's not considered a big advantage.
I think it's going to be a lot of bush bashing. It's not a well-used track. There was no track in some of it.
Well, the last leg's where we win or lose it, the same for everyone, so there'll be no letting up. It'll be sort of hell for leather to the end.
All 23 European teams simply aren't in the hunt. Some are more than 2 days behind. But race organiser Gerard Fusil takes this philosophically.
It's okay. I think the New Zealand teams are the best. They know they are very, very fit sportsmen, and they know what to do here in this country and also in this competition. I enjoy with that.
The only other team in the final dash from Lake Te Anau through dense bush over the Fowler Pass to Manapori is Graeme Dingle's North Island group.
Our problem's been that we're really blowing the tactics. We thought that the race was going to count on the last day, and we've been saving ourselves.
Dingle concedes it'll take an accident to prevent the other Kiwi teams finishing ahead. But in this kind of terrain, anything can happen.
Just for Tuesday the 7th of November.
We'll be back just before 7.
Traverse. Torrential rain and swollen rivers means the last teams won't be finished till at least Saturday. And it was this weather that put paid to the chances of the favoured Queenstown team, which came in second yesterday. Michael Lynch was there at the finish.
Fiordland's bush proved the leveller for the young and enthusiastic Queenstown team in the Grand Traverse. They held an hour's lead going into this, the final leg, but the vastly experienced Christchurch group was just too good. In truly atrocious conditions, they ran through the night, risked lives crossing flooded rivers, and split up the locals when they passed them. But it was triumph enough for Queenstown to come in second, several hours behind. From mountain guide Mark Fetu to runner Penny Webster, it was a night to remember.
None of the team were familiar with that territory, unfortunately, and the other guys were. We made a couple of blues early on, and bad lines, and they caught up quite quick because we were sort of up too high and had to come down again.
If you found it tough, you've got French people trying to do the same course. How are they going to find it?
It'll be pretty character building, I think. To say the least. Yeah, we were climbing vertical bluffs in the dark and up to our neck in water till 2 o'clock this morning. Yeah. So no, it was pretty testing, but it was good.
The third team in, Graeme Dingle's group, finished only this morning, a day behind the winners. And French teams are still out in the bush, coping with some of the toughest weather Fiordland has to offer.
Character building indeed. And as David Jamieson reports, the European presence wasn't confined to the competitors.
At times it was impossible to avoid the media on the Grand Traverse. Photographers from Paris Match and many other major French magazines and newspapers were all there. There were also film crews there to make a documentary and video cameramen from France's TVF1 channel. The huge distance of the course made the event very difficult to cover.
My problem is now, you see the first team is coming on the Cascade Hurdle at the top, and the last team are coming on the Wanaka Lake only. This is my problem, in fact.
Gerard had to charter several helicopters to have cameras in the right place at the right time. Packages of French footage like this were cut together and fed to France via satellite early each morning. It arrived at prime time each night in Paris for viewing. With so many crews wandering around, it was inevitable someone was going to get in the way. And our soundman's microphone amused one racer. Both TVNZ and French TV had to sleep out in the field like the competitors to be close to the action. But after all the hard work, there were 1 or 2 rewards.
Film crews, it doesn't matter where you go, you can't get away.